So, I have a question for you and for me. When you remove all of the bells, all of the whistles, all of the aesthetics, all of the glitz and the glamour that doesn't even really exist in my world. I mean, there is luxuries that I am grateful for. What is left? And what comes up for you when you strip all of that away? I'm specifically thinking about this when it comes to making videos and content on YouTube because I love editing. I love an aesthetic vlog. I love the beauty of that. But lately, I've been posting videos where I'm just sitting and talking, and I deleted the YouTube Studio app from my devices. And when I tell you there is a sense of freedom with this, there is a deep sense of anxiety that is bubbling up and coming to the surface. And I am going to process and talk about it because I think there's probably at least one other person in this world of YouTube, this grand, huge world of millions and billions of viewers that can relate to what I'm talking about. I know how to make things pretty. I know how to make things aesthetic, but I'm coming to the terms with because I'm using my creative energy to a big project off camera, I am choosing to sit and talk to the camera because this is actually feasible most for me during this time in my creative season, in my creative flow, in my creative practice. But it feels inadequate. It feels deeply, it doesn't feel good enough. It doesn't feel entertaining. It feels dry. And that is something, it could be true because the views right now aren't that great, but it's a challenge that I'm willing to address and work through because I have to believe, and I'm not going to cry in this video, I have to believe that I'm enough. How God created me and what I have to say and my mannerisms, however, whatever, may not be anyone, may not be everyone's cup of tea, but that is okay because I'm not supposed to be for everyone and you're not either. Can we just sit and realize you have to be enough? At the end of the day, I saw this in another video where someone mentioned you watch creators and people on YouTube for their personality ultimately. And that is so true. Why do you choose to subscribe to who you subscribe to? Is it necessary? It could be a part of the aesthetic that they portray, but at the end of the day, aesthetics are so common. There's these different groups of aesthetics, but you don't watch every single creator within a certain aesthetic because there's something about them that connects to you and feels relatable or you aspire or to be like or something. There's something about them, who they are, their personality, their way of delivering it, their way of packaging something, their way of talking, their cadence, their mannerisms, how they speak, everything, how they present themselves, how honest and open they are, how closed off they might be. Like I'm here for the girlies that are putting it all out there essentially and appreciate others that do the same. And yeah, it's, I'm just admitting this has been really, really tough. While this is the type of content that works for me right now, it feels so, it, it feels even more personal than the art that I make. Me sitting and talking. The thoughts that run through my head are who's gonna watch this? Who cares what you have to say? They're gonna click off the video. They're gonna be bored. You're boring. What are you talking about? And these are things that I am working through. because I need to work through this stuff. This feels important to me. And I am tired of feeling like me, who I am at my core, is not enough. And maybe I will get to the end of this week of making these pretty frequent talking videos and no one will watch them. Or maybe I'll continue for 2 weeks and no one will watch them. The challenge for me is to keep making them. That is. Don't make me. Don't make me. I don't want to do it. I don't want to do it. But, like, honestly, though, like, that's the challenge. Will I continue to make these videos if no one watches? And you can argue, well, maybe you shouldn't, because if your goal is to be a successful YouTuber and have that be one of your sources of income, you better want your videos to have views and good watch time and click through rates and all that. And you're not wrong. But at the same time, I don't want to put that much pressure on something that I actually enjoy. I enjoy making YouTube videos, I enjoy talking and creating and all of that. So I feel like putting that much pressure on an outlet for me doesn't ultimately make sense. And maybe you feel the same way. That doesn't mean that the desire isn't gone, that it goes away of wanting to have a viral video or whatever, but we have to prioritize here. So I'm just gonna keep posting videos where I talk about things that are on my mind and that I feel are relatable. Cheers. If you watched this all the way through, thank you so much. You're a real one. And I will see you in the next video. Keep creating. Yeah, Lord willing, I'll see you in the next video. Bye.